Drones have been spotted consistently above large sections of northern New Jersey every night for the last week or two. Why is nobody here talking about this? Fellow New Jersey brothers, WTF is happening? Is it the Chinese, Big Brother, or something else? These aren't just hobbyist drones, these things are reportedly the size of cars, operating at full speed in high wind conditions. Also, post footage if you have some. Isn't there an intricate cavern system under the Pine Barrens that is similar to other parts of the world where coincidentally there are a lot high strangeness, Bigfoot and III sightings? I do believe that there have been legitimate sightings over military bases recently. However, every single clip I've seen plastered on the news recently have shown what are clearly commercial aircraft arriving or departing from the NYC airspace. They literally will have the typical red/green NAV light configuration with strobes, beacon, and landing lights turned on. Sometimes you can even hear the whine of the jet engines in the videos. I think this is a distraction away from what could be a real event. How can they tell that that's a drone and not a regular aircraft in its landing configuration? The blinking lights and everything is consistent with most commercial or corporate aircraft. I'm in Essex County. Last night above Nutley Belleville my co-worker and his son were watching them above the towns after 7 p.m. I'm a photographer of 40 plus years and have some decent lenses and equipment. I plan on probably tomorrow to hit either Eagle Rock Reservation or head up to Picatinny Arsenal area to get a view with my 500mm lens and hopefully decent photos. All I see are phone pics/vids and can't imagine why someone with a decent camera setup hasn't made the effort to photo these puppies with good quality. Trying to get my bodyguard neighbor to join me for security. I don't like working alone in dark areas with $5,000 worth of gear. I have had issues in the past. If things work out, I will post what I can, no promises but will make an effort. If you make it out alive you must send some real pics of this to clear it all once and for all. So far it's people with crappy iPhone camera zoom pointed at a nearly pitch black sky. Not ideal conditions for capturing real detail. I don't know, to me the lights look a bit off but it's hard to tell what's going on in the video. There is sound on the original video. If it was a jet it seems like it would be way louder for flying that low. That's exactly why I want to make the effort. Garrett Mountain would be ideal but they close at dusk, so Eagle Rock might do the trick if Essex County is still seeing them. Morristown is an option, all within reasonable distance of my home. I'm down in Somerset and I've seen a couple that definitely don't look like planes. It's crazy. You can literally hear the rumble of the jet engines in the background. My one co-worker said they were the size of a very small car, Mini Cooper, and he did hear light rotor noise but it was generally quiet until they got closer to him. I'm about 90% certain the majority of these recent sightings are from normies who never paid any attention to the sky whatsoever until they heard about drones in the news and now are mistaking every aircraft that passes overhead as one. I do believe that around 1 to 2 weeks ago there were some legitimate sightings of weird lights above a number of military installations, but just about every clip of these New Jersey drones that I've seen clearly are normal aircraft operations from NYC. I don't rule anything out, but I have seen co-worker video and the size of it, in order to maintain prolonged flight like they are doing takes a lot of battery power, 4 hours of flight. I can understand 1 or 2 high-end commercial/professional drones but there are swarms/fleets in the UK at our air bases and the military does nothing. That's one of the bigger questions. Just take one down and do the analytics on its GPS/NAV system to find out point of origin, flight path etc. They won't do it. Take one down, for some reason. Have a creeping feeling that they are here because I'm about to tell the world the truth. Could it be that my ascended saints are supporting me in my mission? I love you too, saints. My saints who ran the race before me, my brothers in the faith. I hold the banner of the apokatastasis. Nobody cares that you had sex with your grandmother. We live in a world of cameras, infrared, 4K, telescopes, drones, pixel phones. You name it, We got it? Yet it's not even one decent image of these drones anywhere to be found. That looks like an helicopter with a searchlight. We don't know what they are. It doesn't help that people are just looking at the sky hoping to find anything. If the bases are close to towns or cities, they might not want to in order to avoid collateral damage. If these things aren't aliens, it's amazing how the mainstream media and government just ignore incursions onto American soil when we have shit going on with China and Russia. Either that or it's aliens and it's happening. Taking them down would achieve little but bring attention to it and worry the public more. Wouldn't it be funny if the aliens just added red and green lights to their ships so that if anyone sees it, they assume it's a plane? We live in a country where most people have guns or have shotguns. You'd think by now there'd be no more stray bullets or drive-by since one-shot headshots are possible. Almost like there is an art to taking pictures and video clearly. Not that it matters, since the better and clearer a picture or video is, the more likely you are going to say it's fake. I think some are US military drones and some are alien. Like the orb ones, red, orange, blue, and white. The predictions of UFO fighting other UFO would make sense if it's our own UAPs that fight the alien ones and not some other alien race fighting another alien race. The New Jersey drones are usually seen with multiple lights and human-made drones, where the orb ones don't make any sound or have propellers or wings. Until I speak to somebody who has seen them personally, this is all complete bullshit. No, I don't mean like Project Bluebeam or some normie bullshit like that. I mean there's not even anything in the skies at all, they're just creating the idea through stories in the media. They don't need fucking holograms with you retards. LOL. Cough. Spy drones, if you see them, they are not good spy drones. Drones are not paranormal. Understood. I did watch the Pentagon briefing in which he stated something similar. The bases should not have an issue bringing one down, especially if they are over the bases in non-civilian area. Can easily be disabled, or send up a military drone to examine it. They are doing absolutely nothing since November 18th, all they say is not a threat. Try flying a Cessna near/over a base and see what happens over restricted federal/military airspace. Federal prison/fines with aircraft seizure would be the norm. If these drones are that large, car size, they are carrying a lot of unknown tech and prob, not just extra battery power. One def needs to be examined. The country and military freaked out over the Chinese balloon and the 3 UAPs shot down a while back. The military responded the way I would expect them to, with concern. Wow, that was a lot of words for saying nothing. Not to mention that these have been spotted where millions live, near military installations, and several news stations have covered it, who do have good cameras and the skills to operate them. LOL. What a bozo. Beings that have more technology than we do. Can't avoid a phone. Orange Man has said nothing. If it's a psyop then he's in on it. Or, it's real. Fake jet noise, F slur.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile...
Mosey on down to the Atomic Shaman Trading Post. We have t-shirts, decals, refrigerator magnets and other swag for sale. What better way to show your support for the show? Our merch can only be found on t.pub/link/Atomic Shaman Trading Post.
Like, share, subscribe and be sure to check the notification bell. Follow the Atomic Shaman on Twitter at Motel and RV Park. Listen to Paranormal Green Text Stories on Atomic Shaman TTS on YouTube. Catch the live streams of Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge only on Rumble.